Hey everyone, Keeper of the Mind here. It's Mythic Championship V weekend, and although I didn't really get a chance to watch much of the coverage, I did take a look at all the deck lists, well, to the best of my ability, of course. I didn't actually read through all of them. And I did come across a deck list that caught my attention mostly because it's the deck list that Kai Budde played, and it's similar to a lot of the Simic Aggro lists that are in the Mythic Championship this weekend. But being that I was, I'd already started playing Magic and had been playing Magic for a while, but was getting more serious into Magic around the time that Kai was going around winning everything in the early 2000s. I thought I'd pick up his list and take it for a test run in the ranked ladder. Probably play best of one just for more variety of games, I think. And before that, I'll take a quick look. It's a powerful list. It does some silly stuff, as is common now for these Simic aggro slash ramp lists that have been going around with the Gilded Goose and Oko Thief of Crowns and Nissa who shakes the world into big Hydroid Krasis and obviously the Questing Beast. It's just a pretty straightforward Simic list. It does differ slightly from the list that Huey Jensen is playing was playing in the top 8. I'm not even sure what's going on in the top 8 right now, but I know it's the top 8. It differs in I think just one element, and that's instead of 12 forests, it's got 11 forests and a Castle Garenbrig. But I'm going to leave it like this right now. I do see the utility of putting the castle in instead of the 12th forest, and I might change it out later on. But right now, I'm just going to try the original list as I found it on MTG Top 8 is where I found the list. Just easier to import into Arena. So I'm going to take it into best of one and see how we do. Did I actually make any changes? I don't think I made any changes, but save and exit anyway. Now I'm suspicious, and I'm going to double check those changes. Make sure everything is still right. 60, 15, yeah, everything looks the same. Okay, let's take it to some ranked best of one. I'm not entirely sure what's going to happen. Well, obviously no one's entirely sure what's going to happen with the ban and restricted list tomorrow at this point. So I'm not sure what I should record and what I should be playing. I would hope to be able to grind out some more ranks in the ranked ladder before the month is over, but there's probably going to be some sort of standard shakeup. If this can get me... No, this can't really get me much, can it? Doesn't have a Goose, doesn't have Oko, doesn't have Churn 3 anything. Churn 4 and Wicked Wolf is not really... Let me see if I can find a better hand. Not exactly better, but can probably make something happen here. Can't mulligan too much, I guess. I haven't really taken this deck for too many test runs or anything, so I'm not entirely sure what I should be doing with mulligans. Let's see. Okay, here, this is good. This I like. This can lead to a turn 2 Oko with sub ease, especially from an opponent who dropped a forest first turn. Forest second turn. Okay, so turn 2 Oko it is. Now,
walk with me, sing with me.
I am going to... I think I'm going to... I can't do that. Hexproof, always forget about that. So I'm just going to create the food token.
One bite, and all your care
It'd be nice to stop the ramp, but I can't. Questing Beast, okay. That's gonna hurt quite a bit here.
Quite the nibble.
So 2, 3, 4. Still can't play Nissa. I'm going to play the breeding pool. Paradise Druid. Make the food into an elk.
Let's broaden your existence.
And say go. I think what I need here is going to have to be my own questing beast. Going to be difficult. Questing beast is a really good, really strong card. Nissa. There's only so many lands I can throw in front of that questing beast. They are playing Golgari too, so there's that. I will block with the food here. I will be able. I think my best option is gonna have to be. Well, there goes Oko anyway, so there's that. I think I'm still going to stick with Nissa. And potentially leave it at that so that I can block and make some food, I'm guessing. Be really nice if I could draw a Hydroid Krasis right now. I will have to chump this. I don't have to chump this questing beast, I guess. Depends on what they do, I suppose. If they attack with both, I'm gonna nah, not what I meant to do. I'm going to chump this questing beast and make a food. Create a food. It's unfortunate, but maybe this can buy me some time to find a solution. Spawn of Mayhem. Hydroid Krasis off the top is good. Nope. Tap it first.
Behold, nature's true power.
7. X equals 8. Yeah, and that's gonna be. It's gonna be my turn. Next turn, I can drop this Wicked Wolf and potentially kill something. This shifting Ceratops is a problem, but I'll have to take it. Not much I can do about it. Well, this is colorless, so I can block the Ceratops with that. So I can block the Ceratop. Or, sorry, I can block the spawn. Block the spawn. Block the questing beasts. Nissa takes 5. That's a fair trade.
I will endure.
Okay, now I can. I'm gonna make a food. I'm gonna kill that questing beast. And I'm gonna leave a Paradise Druid to block the Ceratop. Yes. Submit. Okay.
Be wary of the ground you walk on.
Can swing with this Krasis. It's not really doing me any favors keeping it back here. I can't block the Ceratop. I can block the Paradise Druid with something else, and I do need to get my opponent's life total down, so. If my opponent attacks the Nissa with the Ceratop, I'll chump it. Realistically, pretty sure that's game. I got, no, the Ceratop has reach. Oh, but they are going to attack with it. Okay. Maybe they misclicked and didn't mean to. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is going to block like this. Actually, that's not even relevant because it already has trample. It's still going to kill my Nissa, but I'm still going to have 1, 2, 3 attackers to the 2 blockers. No. So I do this instead. And let it kill my Nissa. And I'll have 1, 2, 3, or better yet, don't block at all. My Nissa's gonna die either way. Okay. Yep. Yeah, what would have happened is I would have the 2 Paradise Druids, the lands, the Krasis, and the Wicked Wolf. My Nissa was going to die anyway, so my opponent wasn't going to have enough blockers up. Angelic Exaltation, that's pretty good. See if we can get a few more games in. Sometimes. Alright, so we have turn 1 Goose. Turn 3 questing beast. Be nice if I drew an Oko or something of that sort for turn 2. But I could just Paradise Druid. Questing Beast is quite the powerhouse. And I might be able to play it if my opponent returns on time and decides that he wants to play a game of Magic. If I could get either, I mean, I suppose Oko is realistically the best 3-drop in my deck, or even the only 3-drop. Yeah, this version doesn't play. Yeah, this is Simic. I was looking at a Bant aggro list earlier that had Deputies of Detention and Teferi as 3-drops as well, which are also very good to put on into play on turn 2 with the help of the Goose. I think if anything, the Goose might be the one that gets banned. It's enabling these powerful turn 2 spells. I don't actually believe that. Looks like my opponent might have lost his connection or something. Oh no, he's here. Okay. Yep. Not really interested in blocking that right now. Still gonna lose the Goose anyway, alright. But I get to play turn 2 Paradise Druid with turn 3 Wicked Wolf to kill off that Fervent Champion. Or whatever else threat my opponent decides to play, I guess. While also leaving up food. Yep, that's fine. That's acceptable. I do still think I kill the... Yeah, I am still going to kill... the Fervent Champion here. I could Questing Beast instead and have a blocker up. Actually, yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'll save the Wicked Wolf. The red dwarf, the 4-mana 2/4 is a good target to kill with Wicked Wolf as well, I guess. Sure. Okay. I'm going to leave up the blockers, and I have the food to grow my Wicked Wolf and to make him indestructible in response to whatever my opponent might cast here, if that's what he's going for. Ooh, that's a big boy. That is very unfortunate. Did not expect to see a Hellkite out of this deck. Alright, not a problem. In that case, I might Disdainful Stroke whatever they've got here if they have a 4-drop. Okay, I can't Disdainful Stroke that, but what I can do is nothing. Take it. My opponent is at 10. I'm going down to 4. 7. Da, da, da. Okay, that resolves. Can't Disdainful Stroke any of that. So that Hellkite really did a number here. What do we got here? Any target? Yep. Yeah, I don't have any way around that. Yep, sometimes you just get beat in the face by a Hellkite. Okay. On the draw, I can once upon a time to see if I draw or if I can hit a Gilded Goose. Gilded Goose into turn 2 Oko. Sure. Questing Beast and a Nissa. Alright. It's pretty good hits. Okay, that's not a Gilded Goose. Still not a Gilded Goose. So we take the Paradise Druid to set up a Questing Beast. Put that on the bottom. Doesn't really matter where I put that because they're just going to mill me. Or not. Okay. Let's go ahead and Paradise Druid here. What does this do? Can't attack unless the family has 7 more cards. Can't block unless you have 4 more cards. Okay, so it can't block. drown in the lock. I have 4 cards, so alright. This Disdainful Stroke is probably not going to accomplish anything in this deck. What do we have here? That's not what I wanted to see. Let's see. Graveyard. Murderous Rider. Why is there a Murderous Rider there? Let's... Okay.
Gaze into my face and put on your true shape.
Let's try and keep this Soko alive. Nissa it up.
The land shall conquer you.
I think a little merriment is in order.
I should have animated the breeding pool. I can still keep up the Disdainful Stroke here, but I should have animated the breeding pool. Thought Erasure. Nothing I can do about that. But also means I don't need the Disdainful Stroke this turn. Okay, they took my Oko. I will trade this forest for that Gargoyle though, if need be. Okay. That's fine. Sure, I'll take that. I'm gonna sacrifice this food.
The land fights for us.
Cast a big Krasis here. See what we can find. But I am gonna leave up. No, actually I'm not. So that's 5, 6, 7. X equals 5. Lands. Not really what I was looking for.
It's not for you.
I'm guessing they have a sweeper. Yeah, that's what I figured. Sure.
Harness the elements.
Time to go aggressive.
Oh dear.
And this time I will be keeping up this Disdainful Stroke. Sure.
The land shall conquer you.
Surely you must be famished.
They have the option to scry. Not really sure what more they've got going on. Yeah, that's acceptable. If they find a if they find a ritual of soot, I'm gonna have to disdainful. They might have a counterspell backup. If they do, then I still have Nissa and Oko. Sure. Again, still have Nissa and Oko, so unless they also had an Elder Spell in hand, in which case, if I didn't have that Disdainful Stroke, I probably would have lost. I'm not sure many people still play Elder Spell with everybody being so into Murderous Rider these days, but it's still a good spell. It still deals with a lot of problematic planeswalkers for 2 mana, and if you're playing a 2-color deck, you can easily support double black. Let's do at least one or two more games. I've got to get out of the habit of staring at my second screen. Okay, so I got nothing. I can churn 1 Goose, but not churn 2 Oko, so I can churn 1 Temple, churn 2 Goose. I'm still gonna run it. I'm gonna churn 1 Goose and hope I hit an untapped land. On my next draw for the turn 2 Oko. Is realistically the best I can hope for. Arboreal Grazer, yep. Okay, that's not an untapped land, unfortunately. That's a little late, but that means I can go turn 3 Wicked Wolf, I guess. My opponent did mulligan pretty heavily, it seems, so we might still stand a chance here. Yep, Wicked Wolf is going to be the play here. Okay. Now I'm gonna lead with Oko. I'm gonna make the Goose into a 3/3 and kill that to Fairy. I'm gonna scry, see what I got coming. I don't want that forest. I already have that. The forest here.
What you tell about me is absolute nonsense. Gaze into my face.
Attacking with the Goose. It turns off my mana. Divine Visitation. Oh, oh, that is pretty amazing. We are going to get swarmed by a bunch of very angry angels that were originally zombie angels. This is very confusing. Okay, so, and my opponent has 6 lands. Interesting. Do I just go bigger? Do I go Nissa? Do I go faster? I think I go faster. I'll try to race him. I don't know if I can race it. That way I can go with a big Hydroid Krasis next turn. I will...
Surely you see the human.
Phew. Scary. Okay. So my opponent is going to be able to make a 4/4 angel here. But I'm going to be able to plus Oko. Make a food. Play the Wicked Wolf. Probably even more than that. Because I can generate a bunch of mana with Nissa. Okay. So I'm going to make the food.
Welcome to the feast.
I'm going to tap for 2. Plus with Nissa. Untap.
Rise, my elemental friend.
I'm going to sacrifice the food to kill that angel. Now I'm going to drop a questing beast. And swing for a bunch. Yep. My opponent creates an angel. What else can they do here? I have 5 attackers at least. 6 when I plus Nissa. They have 2 cards in hand and 7 open mana. I am not really sure what they can do. Okay. Still,
Harness the elements.
good game, says my opponent. Yeah. I didn't really need to do anything. They only had the 3 blockers, but I could have dealt with at least one of the blockers. Not that it really mattered. So yeah, that there was nothing really my opponent can do there unless he could come up with a bunch more blockers. That Agent of Treachery didn't really have any good targets to take anything from me. The Nissa, while I do understand, was probably not even the best option. Opponent should have probably taken the questing beast. It wouldn't be able to attack, and he'd still have the same amount of blockers up, but I'd have one less threat, I guess. It was very complicated. Not really much at 1 life that they could play with. So, oh well. I'm actually gonna gonna end it there. It's a good deck. I hadn't played it prior to this. I playing around with a bunch of other ones, but wanted to record a quick video. Quick, he says, 40 minutes in, with the deck that Kai brought to the Mythic Championship, having always watched Kai dominate back in the early 2000s while I was barely struggling to, as I was struggling to even get a handhold in my local FNM back in Portugal. It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool to play with a deck that he played as well. Even though there was a bunch of similar decks to his, this looks like a good deck for the current meta. The Disdainful Stroke main is always gonna have a lot of targets between opposing questing beasts, circuitous routes, Golos. There's plenty of 4+ casting cost spells out there that Disdainful Stroke can hit. And everything else is, Oko is just Oko, I guess. And turn 2 Oko is hard to deal with, as is. Making a bunch of food with a good draw and a good hand against aggro decks is always good. Questing Beast is just, it's a beast. 4 mana, 4/4 with haste, vigilance, not to mention the death touch, and the partial evasion is just makes it such a hard hitting little critter. It's a good deck, and I might try to use it to grind up some more ranks in the ladder. I don't know how far I can make it this month, but I'm gonna keep trying. Anyway, that's probably gonna be the video for this week, or for today. Any suggestions on decks I should play, just drop them in the comments below, or hit me up on Twitter. It's at Marcio Peralta 85. And any misplays that I made that you think I should have done differently, let me know as well. I'm always looking to learn and to improve my gameplay. So if anything I did wrong, feel free to tell me. That's probably not something you should really ask for, but I'm always actually willing to learn. So I'll always take some criticism, positive, constructive criticism. Don't just tell me I suck, because I already know that. That's fine. And anything else? I guess I'll see you next video.